Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Anik Hilmi and I represent group Rendang Ayam. So today I'm gonna present about changes in social aspects during the Portuguese occupation. So for the introduction of the topic, during the year 1511 until 1641, Malacca was controlled by the Portuguese. It was conquered from the Malacca Sultanate as Portuguese attempt to gain control of trade in the region. Malacca was colonized by that time because of their strategic place, which was a remarkable trading center for trade and shunting of spice around the world. And during that time, Malacca was also ruled by a Muslim sultan. So for the next one, I'm going to talk about the effect of the topic. So the first one is the introduction of official writing to the Malay community. The introduction of writing is the existence of words of Portuguese origin. For example, pot, cupboards, window, forks and also towel. And for the second point is the fall of the Malay Sultanate of Malacca and led to the emergence of the Malay Riau Kingdom. In 1511, the Portuguese decided to conquer the important port of Malacca to control the trade with China. And on July 25 on the same year, the Portuguese commander Alfonso de Albuquerque began to assault the city. Even though the Sultanate Malacca was allying with the neighbouring Muslim states, the Sultanate Malacca was unable to resist the superior Portuguese weapons and firepower, and by late August, the city was conquered by the Portuguese. Then, after conquering the Malacca, the Portuguese started to build a fortress that is known as Formosa that you can see in Malacca right now. And this fortress functioned to protect them from being counterattacked by the Malay. And they destroy mosques and other important buildings of the Malacca to provide stone for their fortress so that they can build the Formosa. And for the third point is relics of the art of Coroncho music from the Portuguese. So the Coroncho music genre is believed that it originated from Java in the 15th century. The ukulele or chuk is one of the original instruments in the beginning of the Coroncho music. But the ukulele is definitely not the original music instrument of the original country. The ukulele musical instrument originated in Polynesia and played by solitary and was brought by Portuguese traders while trading around the archipelago in the 15th century. And for the last point is the Christian or Catholic faith in Maluku flourished. When Portuguese arrived, they spread Christianity started from Malacca to the whole of Malaya. In 24th August 1511, a total of 8 priests arrived in Malacca, consists of a pastor, a Dominican priest and 6 Franciscan priests. This priest was accompanied by around 200 Portuguese soldiers and laborers. There are also 300 Portuguese who married the locals. So there are about 500 of people that convert to Christian during the beginning of the arrival of the Portuguese in Malacca. So now we're going to move on to the factors that contribute to the golden age of Malacca. So the first one is geographical factors. Its geographical location was in the middle of the international oceanic trade routes. It is linked between Indian subcontinent and also China. So this is a very strategic place for traders. So the second point is the port of trading in Malacca was the point where 2 monsoon winds beneficial to seafaring boats met, which is the northeastern and southwestern monsoon winds. These factors contribute because Malacca was positioned in Straits of Malacca. Straits were narrow paths and is good spots to dock because the area was protected from strong winds that can destroy boats of traders. And the last point for factors that contribute is political and administrative factors. Malacca have a very good tie with China. This benefit them as they get protection from the Siamese threat. Malacca also had a comprehensive military structure and a good legal system such as Hukum Kanun Malacca and Undang-Undang Laut Malacca. Malacca was also well organized because they had a well-organized treasury system, tax and also trade system. So for the next point, is the lessons that we gain from this topic. So there are 4 lessons that we gain from the topic. And the first one is to be loyal to the leader. During the Portuguese occupation of Malacca, when Sultan Mahmud Shah fled to Kampar, Sumatra, his people opposed the Portuguese because they believed that as long as Sultan Mahmud remained their sultan, their loyalty would remain with him. As a consequence, the sense of patriotism has grown as a result of the country's struggle to liberate itself from colonialism. The next lesson that we learn is remain cautious in all circumstances. Every person must be cautious about every significant issue, especially about the words of outsiders, as they may have hidden agendas that may endanger our country. For example, during Malacca's heyday, when the Portuguese first arrived, they were warmly welcomed, but apparently the Portuguese had a hidden meaning behind their actions. And in the end, without realizing, Malacca was fallen into the hands of the Portuguese and being colonized by them. The third lesson that we learn is cooperative attitude must be present. People must be aware that cooperative mentality must be present in every society. Since cooperation is the basis of society cohesiveness, if the cooperative mentality is not practiced well or presented well, the era of weak defense in Malacca will return again, and Malacca or maybe Malaysia will be recolonized again in outsiders' hands. So the last lesson that we gain is we must obey the law. Every citizen is required to follow the law since it affects the country and also it's a citizen duty. A citizen who knows their responsibility will strengthen their resilience of a country. The weakness of individual citizens in complying with the law of the country is what caused the government of Malacca to be so easily colonized by the Portuguese. As a result, Malacca began to fall to the Portuguese hands. And for the last point is 5 good values that can be cultivated from the topic. So the first one is citizens need to employ innovative thinking methods. The ability to produce and create new ideas is of course a critical in innovative thinking for a country's growth. Several Portuguese terms such as cupboard, windows, vehicle, cheese and towels have been utilized in Malay. Society has to practice to think creatively and innovatively in order to produce something new for the common benefit in the future. And the second one is the attributes of a powerful leadership. Choosing a leader is the key for a country or an organization to be successful. A good leadership is not only defined by the style of leadership, but also defined by the quality of leadership. A strong leadership must be maintained so that our country does not fall prey to a foreign colonization. So moving on with the third one is establishing a new society. With the existence of a new society due to intermarriage between Malay and Portuguese, it can strengthen the relationship between human beings through association. Indirectly, we can gain fresh understanding about other countries' culture and also lifestyle. Other than that, we also may extend our knowledge and use the benefits we obtain to create a good example for our country. So last but not least is be loyal to our leader. Loyalty to the leader is very important because it is a symbol of our country's personality. We should be loyal to our leaders so that country's government can govern effectively, the country's unity is preserved and the country is at peace and serenity. However, if we do not have a loyalty to our leaders, the country will be destroyed and it is easy for other country to colonize us because we don't have a good relationship between a normal citizen and the leader of our country. So that's all from me, Anik Hilmi, wakil from Group Rendang, presenting the topic of the changes in social aspect during the Portuguese occupation. So that's all. Bye. Thank you.